Hello class, so we are looking at the homepage for environmental ethics. My name is Aurelio Madrid. This is also otherwise known as Philosophy 218-801, okay? Philosophy 218-801. Listed right here, we have our tabs for the class, and I'll go over some of the details of these in a second screencast. So this is the first of two screencasts. But what I want to do now is just focus on the syllabus. So the syllabus is located under the Content tab here. So click on that. When you click on that, you'll be taken here. And I'll talk a little bit about this table of contents in the second video. In the second screencast. So let's go ahead and click on our syllabus here and enlarge that so we could look at it closely. So you are looking at environmental ethics for spring 2021, Philosophy 218-801. Okay, my name is Aurelio Madrid. You could contact me via email. I will show you some of the details of that email in the second screencast, or you could also call or text me. Okay. The point to make here is here are the meeting times and dates. This is scheduled for Monday and Wednesday. However, we can only meet on Mondays. Okay, I cannot meet or do a Zoom meeting on Wednesdays due to my schedule. Okay, and that will be from 10:30 to 11:45 every Monday. Okay. And I'll have the Zoom meeting details. The Zoom meeting details are on the content page there, and look them up under the table of contents. I think they're the first item listed there. Then what is environmental ethics? I have a video of that on our announcements. So this is a remote course, so we're working remotely here, obviously. As far as technical difficulties go, I noticed earlier that I have this copied twice in the syllabus, only to remind you that technical failures really are not valid excuses for missed late exams and or assignments. So in other words, I'm not going to technical difficulties you should take care of as you encounter them, okay, by way of calling up this number here and getting help to figure out how to alleviate the problem. But just know that it's not an excuse to not do work, okay? And then also, yeah, so then as far as the course description, course prerequisites, course learning outcomes, topical outline, these are really ways in which the state of Colorado identifies this course, okay? And we are required to have this in our syllabus. So these are the elements that we'll touch on in this class, basically. Course requirements. Here we have course requirements by way of, well, I want to check something. Did I mention this? Yeah. Anyway, so course requirements here. Basically, every week we have pieces of work to do. Okay, so either a discussion, an assignment, a short essay, or the exam. But usually not all at once. This semester, our first weekly work is a discussion and an assignment, but usually that won't be the case. It'll usually be one or the other, okay? And also, the point to make here too is that this is all this stuff is itemized here in our points breakdown. Okay, so in other words, we'll have approximately 14 Zoomings at 18 points each throughout the semester. So that's how you receive your participation points. We also have weekly and discussion assignments. So, weekly discussion and assignments. What that really means is either or, but not usually both at once, okay? And there'll be 10 of those, 25 points each. You also have short essays. There's 3 of those, okay? 2 at 82 points each and 1 at 84 points, okay? I had to have that difference to make this all the points equal 1,000 points. Then we also have a midterm and final exam, and those are worth 125 points each, okay? So know that I usually will give you 2 or 3 weeks ahead of time. I think it's 2 weeks ahead of time for the assignments, for the short essays, and likewise the exams as to what we'll be doing for those on D2L, etc. Okay. Then we have some important dates here. Those are obvious. Attendance policy, know that our attendance is accounted for by way of our Zoom meetings. So Zoom has a function by which I account for all the students who were on our Zoom meeting, and that's how you're given participation points, okay? Then makeup and late work. So for your late work, know that you don't want to email me any late work, because what will happen is I'll send you an email indicating you need to submit this to the appropriate folder from which it is due. Okay, so in other words, if you're doing the late work, submit it to the appropriate folder. Okay, don't email it to me. And any late work will receive 20% off automatically. Okay, which basically takes you down to a B right off the top there for any late work. So a B is kind of like an A. Okay, so in other words, 80% becomes like an A for that assignment, or should we say 80% is really the new 100% when your work is late. Then, as far as and here's the extra copy and paste from the computer problems, technical difficulties. Classroom conduct. Here I have taking the time to do philosophy means reading it, practicing it out loud, and putting it into words. That sentence sounds painfully obvious, but it's really how our class is structured, which basically means all of this class is based on reading. Okay, so in other words, I expect you to do the reading, and usually I expect you to do the reading before our Zoom meetings, okay? And then likewise, looking and referring to that reading when you work on it. In other words, when you write on it, okay? And obviously, when we're talking about it in our Zoom meeting. So, in other words, know that this is a reading-centric class, okay? That's really important, and it's easily missed just here with this sentence, because that's something where you just mention it in class, and sometimes people think, I don't have to do the reading, but it's really obvious when students don't do the reading. And plus, that's the way in which you show whether or not you're doing the reading in your writing, because I could tell immediately when students do not do the reading and they try to do the assignments. It's very clear to me at that point. So you got to do the reading, okay? So then we also have the schedule here, and then continuing down, we have addenda on net etiquette. So this basically is indicating that when we're in our Zoom meetings and writing discussion threads, we need to be as respectful as possible, okay? And then also here's some info on optimizing your browser, etc. And then also for D2L, and then also some more stuff on D2L to pay attention to if you need it, okay? And then I think that we'll talk more about D2L in the second screencast. So thank you.